First race pacers all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off and Plausible shows speed and goes for the lead to the outside of KB Skippy. Also searching for the front from the outside is Joppa. They race around the clubhouse turn, and KB Skippy along the inside takes the lead. Plausible settles down, racing in second. And then Little Jesus is up on the outside, racing in third. Joppa finds a seat along the inside, racing in fourth. Just in front of Zach Society, racing in fifth. Broadway Ovation is in sixth, and Wish for One trails the field. They round the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and KB Skippy leads the way through the opening quarter in 29-1. Racing up the backstretch, KB Skippy leads the way. Plausible's right over the shoulder, racing second. Little Jesus is third. And then along the inside, Joppa races in fourth, followed by Zach Society, the top five. Broadway Ovation completes the top six, and Wish for Wand trails the field. There's been no change as they race midway up the backstretch. KB Skippy still blazing the way with Plausible right there, racing second. Little Jesus is third, followed in fourth by Joppa as they race by the half in 59-4. And now they race to the far turn, and it is KB Skippy the leader. Plausible right there racing in second. Little Jesus towards the inside is third. And moving up on the outside into the first four, that is Little Jesus. Joppa shuffled back racing in fifth. On the outside, Broadway Ovation is sixth, and Wish for One continues to trail the field. They round the turn coming for the top of the home stretch, and KB Skippy has the lead. Plausible has moved to the outside and is gaining ground. Little Jesus down at the rail. They race by the three quarters in 1:30-2, and now they straighten into the home stretch. And KB Skippy on the inside, up on the outside, that's Plausible, and Plausible drives by to take the lead. KB Skippy along the inside. Little Jesus in between horses. On the outside, gaining ground, Zach Society into the final eighth of a mile, and Plausible is home free. Plausible is going to win this one easily. Little Jesus second, and KB Skippy finished third. Second race pacers are all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. Driving out quickly for the lead is Indiana Jonas up on the extreme outside. Little Grapefruit, and in between horses, Keystone Reality. Closing remarks down at the rail. They race onto the clubhouse turn, and that is Closing Remarks in Indiana Jonas, and they're going at a toe-to-toe for the lead as they race around the first turn. Little Grapefruit up on the outside is racing into third, and then it's Keystone Royalty in fourth, followed by Lord Jeffrey, who completes the top five. And then it is back to Viv's Cisco Kid racing in sixth, Cam Dev is seventh, followed by Pistol Peter racing eighth, and at the back, Benevolent Viking. First quarter was clocked in 29-1, and as they continue up the backstretch, Indiana Jonas has made the lead, but Little Grapefruit is on the outside to challenge. Along the inside, Closing Remarks the top three. Keystone Royalty races in fourth, and then it is back to Lord Jeffrey completing the top five, followed by Viv's Cisco Kid, who races in sixth. Cam Dev is seventh, Pistol Peter eighth, and the trailer Benevolent Viking. They're on to the half-mile marker in 58 seconds flat. And as they move to the far turn, Indiana Jonas on the inside has repelled the challenge of Little Grapefruit on the outside. And Closing Remarks down at the rail is racing in third. Out and driving is Keystone Royalty, the first four. And then it's back to Lord Jeffrey, who completes the top five. Viv's Cisco Kid racing in sixth. Cam Dev to the outside seventh. Pistol Peter's looking to make up progress along the inside. Now in eighth, and Benevolent Viking trails the field. It's wide open as they come off the turn and straighten for home. 3/4 of a mile in 1:29 flat. Indiana Jonas turns for home first on the extreme outside, gaining ground very quickly. That's Lord Jeffrey, and Lord Jeffrey's up to grab the lead. Through the center of the track coming on into second is Viv Cisco Kid towards the inside. That is Closing Remarks, but as they race to the wire, Lord Jeffrey is home free. Lord Jeffrey's in front. Closing Remarks takes second. Viv's Cisco Kid finishes third. third race trotters all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off, and driving on the outside is Claude's Last Lady for the lead. D.C. Leroy in between horses also showing some speed. Hustlin' for Homes along the inside. Hustlin' for Home has taken the early lead, but on the outside, Claude's Last Lady is challenging. D.C. Leroy drops over to the rail, trots in third, followed by Carolina Legend completing the first four. J.T. Oscar completes the top five, and then it's back to Call Her Darling, settling into sixth. Sensational Star racing seventh. Lake Hill Scotty and NV Jake are at the back. They straighten off the turn and onto the backstretch, and leading the way is Claude's Last Lady. Right there, Hustlin' for Home second. There's a gap back to D.C. Leroy racing third. Carolina Legend racing in fourth, followed by J.T. Oscar, the top five. Call Her Darling is a sixth. Moving to the outside, Lake Hill Scotty races in seventh. Along the inside, Sensational Star is eighth, and the trailer is NV Jake. A lot of action about to happen as they go to the half-mile pole with Claude's Last Lady showing the way. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 30 2/5, and now Claude's Last Lady is facing a challenge from Carolina Legend up on the outside, racing into second. Along the inside, Hustlin' for Home completes the top three, and then J.T. Oscar is racing in fourth. Along the inside into the first five, that is Sensational Star. Caller Darling's out and driving on the outside, racing in sixth. Around the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and Claude's Last Lady still has the lead. Carolina Legend on the outside is trotting in second. Along the inside, Hustlin' for Home, looking for a way out from third, and then up on the outside, that is J.T. Oscar into the first four. Off the turn and into the home stretch, 3/4 in 1:34 4. Still with the lead, Claude's Last Lady, looking for a way through on the inside, Hustlin' for Home. J.T. Oscar on the outside, and through the center of the track, finishing very fast is NV Jake. Into the final eighth of a mile, Claude's Last Lady has the lead. Hustlin' for Home now has a little room to work with. J.T. Oscar up on the outside. Claude's Last Lady has given this field the slip. That's Claude's Last Lady winning by more than a length. J.T. Oscar second, Hustlin' for Home. Here they come. And they're off. That is Forever Rowan driving for the lead. Awesome Viking right alongside to the outside, and Parenthea Ann towards the rail. Forever Rowan has taken a short lead. Parenthea Ann down at the rail away in second. Still out and driving. Awesome Viking is third. Sharp Cino got away in fourth down at the rail, just in front of BJ Synergy, completing the top five. Wands Gypsy sixth. Otra Winfrey seventh, and Tarport Imogene trails the field. They straighten up onto the backstretch, and driving by and taking the lead is Awesome Viking on top by a length. Forever Rowan, though, is playing the give and go. There goes Forever Rowan to reclaim the lead. Awesome Viking back into second with Parenthea Ann racing third, and then it's back to Sharp Cino completing the first of four. BJ Synergy the top five. Wands Gypsy, Oder Winfrey, and the trailer Tarport Imogene. At the midway point on the backstretch, Forever Rowan still on the lead. Racing second is Awesome Viking, and then at the rail is Parenthea Ann in third. Sharp C-Note the first four. BJ Synergy down at the rail racing in fifth, and Wands Gypsy steps to the outside racing in sixth. Otra Winfrey down at the rail seventh, and Tarport Imogene moves to the outside and trails the field. They are rounding the far turn, 3/8 of a mile still to go, and leading the way around the turn. That is Forever Rowan, and racing in second is Awesome Viking. The halftime was 59-3, and as they come to the top of the home stretch, Forever Rowan on the inside has the lead. Up on the outside, racing into the top three is back to Wands Gypsy as they straighten into the home stretch, and out in the center of the racetrack, Tarport Imogene is coming home fast. They race the 3/4 in 1:32 flat, and Tarport Imogene out in the center of the racetrack has grabbed the lead. Along the inside, Forever Rowan, in between horses, Wands Gypsy, and now on the outside, Otra Winfrey is pacing home quickly. Otra Winfrey to the front, Sharp C notes into the action. It's Otra Winfrey, home free. Sharp C Note finished second. Close for the show money, Awesome Viking, along with Tarport Imogene. The fifth race Pacers assembling behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. And Who's Your Buddy went off stride right at the start. Going for the lead is Jameister. Up on the outside, down at the rail is Western Pursuit. And Western Pursuit leads onto the clubhouse turn. Jameister up on the outside moves into second. And then it is Park Lane Pride pacing away in third, followed by Bumper Kit racing fourth. Over at the rail, getting away into the first five, that is Mr. Walton. Then Dare is racing in sixth, followed by Underpass in seventh. Stormy Ranger is eighth. And far back after the early misstep, Who's Your Buddy can see them all. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 29 and 2, and as they straighten onto the backstretch, it is Western Pursuit leading the way. Jay Meister along the inside racing second. There's a break of 2 back to Park Lane Pride in third. Another length back to Bumper Kit racing in fourth. A gap of 3 to Mr. Walton racing in fifth, and moving up very quickly up on the outside into the first 6. That is Stormy Ranger, and then it is back to Dare racing in seventh. They race midway up the backstretch, going to the half-mile marker, and Western Pursuit still controls the pace. Halftime 59 and 1. Western Pursuit's on top. Jay Meister along the inside, racing in second. Park Lane Pride is racing third. Up on the outside, Bumper Kit tips to the outside in fourth, and then Underpass is gaining ground on the outside, now into the first 5. Mr. Walton down at the rail is racing sixth. Dare is seventh. Stormy Ranger is eighth, and at the back is Who's Your Buddy. They round the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and Western Pursuit still there. Jay Meister up on the outside, now racing into second. The 3/4 and 1, 29 and 1. And that is Western Pursuit the leader. Jay Meister tips to the outside, is gaining ground inch by inch as they come down to the final 1/8 of a mile. Park Lane Pride races in third. Bumper Kit fourth to the outside into the final 1/8 of a mile, and it is that is Jay Meister taking the lead. Center of the track, finishing fast, Mr. Walton. Jay Meister's in front. Park Lane Pride second. Mr. Walton on the outside third. Jay Meister's in front. The starter has called for the Trotters, and it's post time. Trotters for the first division of round 2 of the Hawthorne Trotting Series, all in behind the gate. And here they come. And they're off and trotting and going for the lead. Nautica on the extreme outside. Beamer's Taylor T in between horses. Down at the rail is B Superflow. They trot around the clubhouse turn, and that is B Superflow along the inside with a short lead. Beamer's Taylor T parked out racing second. 3 wide goes Nautica into the top 3. Supreme Scholar racing away in fourth. Fox Valley Cashmere at the top 5. And then Smoky Action is racing in 6, and Never Stills Colt trails the field. They race around the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and that is Nautica, who has taken the lead. Nautica's on top. B Superflow trotting in second. Beamer's Taylor T has dropped back and finds a spot along the rail in third. Supreme Scholar the first 4. Fox Valley Cashmere racing in fifth. And then it is back to Smoky Action, who is in sixth, and Never Stills Colt is seventh and last. The opening quarter of a mile was clocked in 29 and 1, and as they race up the backstretch, that's Brett Schultz gunning B Superflow to the front. B Superflow has the lead. Nautica racing in second. Beamer's Taylor T in third, and then it's back to Supreme Scholar in fourth. Along the inside, Fox Valley Cashmere is racing in fifth. Never Stills Colt is to the outside racing sixth, and Smoky Action's down at the rail trailing the field. Halftime was a minute flat, and as they start around the far turn, B Superflow leading the way a full length in front of Nautica racing in second. They are midway around the far turn, and up on the outside, that is Fox Valley Cashmere trotting into the top 3. Beamer's Taylor T is shuffled back at the rail racing in in fourth. Never Stills Cold is on the outside, trotting in fifth, and then it is back to Supreme Scholar in sixth. They're at the top of the home stretch, and as they turn for home, B Superflow still with the lead. 3/4 in 1:32 flat. They have an eighth of a mile left to trot, and it's B Superflow leading the way. Up on the outside, gaining ground into second is Never Stills Colt. From in between horses, that's Fox Valley Cashmere. Locked in tight, Nautica down at the rail. Nautica nowhere to go. They come to the line, and Never Stills Colt has the lead. Supreme Scholar trotting on the outside, gaining with each and every stride. Here's the line. Never Stills Colt hangs on. Supreme Scholar was second. It's post time. Here they come. And they're off, and Grandpa's Tabitha is driving for the lead. Mertz Flirt over to the rail smartly up on the outside, GA's Lynette. And GA's Lynette has taken the second spot on the inside. Mertz Flirt relegated back to third. And then Hopeful Tally completes the first four, followed by LB Lady completing the top five. Jeannie's Maid is racing in six. Ranchwood Cam Girl and Becky Finale trails the field. They round the turn going to the backstretch, and Grandpa's Tabitha leading GA's Lynette by more than a length. Along the inside, Mertz Flirt completes the top three. Hopeful Tally races in fourth. LB Lady the top five. Jeannie's Maid, Ranchwood Cam Girl, and Becky Finale trail the field. The opening quarter in 30 3/5. They're on to the backstretch, and Grandpa's Tabitha has the lead. GA's Lynette following in second. Mertz Flirt is third. 5 lengths from the lead is Hopeful Tally completing the first four. The first to move to the outside and gaining ground is Ranchwood Cam Girl, now into the first 5. LB Lady back to sixth. Following cover on the outside, Jeannie's Maid is in seventh, and Becky Finale at the back continues to trail the field. The Grandpa's Tabitha leading by the half-mile marker in 1:02.2. And now they move to the far turn, and Grandpa's Tabitha has the lead. GA's Lynette racing in second. Up on the outside, driving into the action is a Ranchwood Cam Girl into the top 3. Jeannie's Maid is on the outside now, racing in fourth. Mertz Flirt down at the rail completes the top 5. At the midway point on the turn, Grandpa's Tabitha has the lead, bracing for the oncoming challenge of Ranchwood Cam Girl in second. GA's Lynette down at the rail, racing third. Jeannie's Maid on the outside, ready to tip 3 wide off the turn in fourth. 3/4 in 1:33 3. Grandpa's Tabitha has led all the way, still has the lead. On the outside, Ranchwood Cam Girl racing second. Along the inside, GA's Lynette is third. As they come through the final eighth of a mile, and Grandpa's Tabitha pacing strong on the lead. From far back, LB Lady suddenly appears on the scene. GA's Lynette has racing room. It's Grandpa's Tabitha making every pole a winning one. GA's Lynette was second, close for the show money between LB Lady and Ranchwood. Starter has called for the Trotters, and it's post time. Eighth race Trotters are all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. Trotting for the lead from the outside is Rose Pierre. Also showing speed is Count Izza. Checks and balances in between horses, and Gentry Action is taken back down at the rail. They round the clubhouse turn, and that is Count Izza up to grab the lead. Up on the outside is Checks and Balances now racing in second. Gentry Action down at the rail is racing away in third. Rose Pierre on the outside is racing at fourth, but has cover. Red Leaf Make-A-Buck is into the first 5, and then Yankee Bill and Beamer's Coyote trail the field. On the backstretch, the opening quarter was in 29 3. And leading the way is the 3 to 5 choice, Count Izza. Count Izza trotting with the lead. Checks and Balances is on the outside racing second. Gentry Action along the inside is racing in third. Rose Pierre up on the outside completes the first four. Red Leaf Make a Buck is along the inside racing fifth. Yankee Bill steps to the outside, and Beamer's Coyote trails the field. They are going to the half-mile marker, and Count Issa has the lead. Count Issa leading by the half-mile pole in 59 seconds flat. And now to the far turn. Count Issa is the leader. Gentry Action along the inside racing second. Checks and balances, dropping back on the outside third. Rose Pierre on the extreme outside goes three wide, going after the leaders, now racing in fourth. Red Leaf Make a Buck at the rail is racing fifth. Yankee Bill is sixth, and Beamer's Coyote trails the field. Out in the center of the racetrack, Rose Pierre is challenging for the lead. Count Issa along the inside. Count Issa turns for home with the lead. Rose Pierre on the outside moves into second. 3/4 in 1:29.2, and they're homeward bound. It is Count Issa leading the way. Rose Pierre trotting in second, and then gaining ground down the outside is Red Leaf Make a Buck. They come to the final eighth of a mile, and on the outside, trotting by with authority, is Red Leaf Make a Buck. This one's over. Red Leaf Make a Buck is home free. Count Issa along the inside second. Up on the outside, Beamer's Coyote takes third. Red Leaf Make a Buck's all alone. Starter has called for the Pacers, and it's post time. Here they come. And they're off, and TG Splendor showing speed, going after the lead. Winning Smile down at the rail is away in second. And then it is back to Wall Street Survivor, who races into third, followed by Aloha Aloha completing the first four. Up on the outside, gaining ground into the first five, that is Beth Express. Down at the rail is We Byline, followed by Butterfly Sabra, and Booklet Skeeter is attacking from the back. They race around the turn, going to the backstretch, and Winning Smile has taken the lead. TG Splendor drops back and races along the inside in second. The opening quarter of a mile was clocked in 29.4, and there goes Beth Express being gunned to the lead, and Beth Express takes the lead in front now, a length in front of Winning Smile second. TG Splendor racing third, followed by Wall Street Survivor the first four. Aloha Aloha races fifth, and then it's back to Butterfly Sabra into the first six. We Byline seventh, and Brooklet Skeeter trails the field. They're going to the half-mile marker, and Beth Express leads the way. Winning Smile down at the rail racing second. And up on the outside, Aloha, that is Wall Street Survivor, moving up quickly now into third. Butterfly Sabras along the inside racing in fourth. TG Splendor shuffled back in fifth. Up on the outside is Brooklet Skeeter now racing in sixth, followed by in seventh, that's We Byline. They're rounding the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and leading the way is Beth Express. Butterfly Sabra on the outside racing second, and Laverne Hostetler having a hard time controlling Wall Street Survivor. They're at the top of the home stretch, 3/4 in 1:31.3. And up on the outside, Butterfly Sabra has grabbed the lead. Beth Express running second, racing second. Winning Smile down at the rails coming on third. And from in between horses, Brooklet Skeeter is closing fast. Brooklet Skeeter draws a beat on the lead. Butterfly Sabra still in front, gaining on the outside. Now into third is We Byline. It's Butterfly Sabra in front. Brooklet Skeeter is out of enthusiasm. We Byline takes second. Butterfly Sabra's in front. Tenth race Pacers all behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off. Dr. Dr. Energy flying out of the gate and going for the lead. Shadow Traditions in between horses down at the rail. Brooklet Shane. They race around the clubhouse turn. Brooklet Shane along the inside. Slight lead over Shadow Tradition racing in second. Along the inside is Cam Scott racing third. Up on the outside, Dr. Energy racing in fourth. And then Roller Ron was parked 3 wide. Thought better of going after the lead and has dropped back in fifth. Down at the rail, Keystone Aquarius is racing in sixth. Park Lane Express seventh. And JB Hot Rod trails the field. First quarter was clocked in 29-3. And leading the way is Brooklet Shane on top by a length. Cam Scott along the inside moves into second. And Shadow Tradition has dropped back in third. Along the inside, Dr. Energy is smartly placed, racing in fourth and tugging hard on the bit. Up on the outside, Roller Ron completes the top 5, followed by Keystone Aquarius racing in 6th. JB Hot Rod's out and driving in 7th, following horses, and Park Lane Express trails the field. They're going to the half-mile marker with Brooklet Shane showing the way. Cam Scott along the inside in second. Halftime was 1 minute and 2 fifths. And now they start around the far turn, and Brooklet Shane has the lead. Cam Scott racing second. And then on the outside, Shadow Tradition is going the long mile, racing in third. Dr. Energy's looking for a way out, now racing in fourth. Up on the outside, Roller Ron's into the first 5. JB Hot Rod poised to strike from 6th to the outside. Shuffled back, Keystone Aquarius, and the trailer is Park Lane Express. There's an 1/8 of a mile left to race, and as they turn for home, Brooklet Shane has the lead. Cam Scott's locked in tight down at the rail. Shadow Tradition on the outside, and then still looking for her place to go is Dr. Energy. 3/4 time, 1:31 flat. Brooklet Shane still has the lead. Brooklet Shane by the 8th pole, a length to the good. Cam Scott racing second. Dr. Energy all bottled up at the rail. Center of the track coming on Park Lane Express. Cam Scott comes off the rail, takes the lead from Brooklet Shane. It's Cam Scott to the front.